Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be the first video I've done of this in a long time. It's a pickups video. My buying freeze is finished now. It had been just over a month since I'd bought anything with my own money. Obviously I'd bought some things with vouchers and whatnot, and I'd been sent some things from James at Movie Mad. But yeah, I hadn't bought anything since I think it was the 13th of August, which was when I bought all those boxes. So I went away this past weekend just gone, and it was a little sort of village by the sea, and they had quite a few charity shops. So I came back with some good DVD pickups and a couple of Blu-rays as well. So I thought I'd show those off. I'll also show off like sort of the stuff that the other thing that James sent me, because I haven't shown that off on the channel yet, and the stuff that I've picked up using my Amazon vouchers from work for the last 2 months, so I'll show them as well, obviously except from the amateur because you've already seen that one. And yeah, it should be good. So yeah, we'll get started now. I just need to go and get the Amazon ones because I forgot about them, but I'll be back in a second. Right, so we will start off with the DVDs that I got over the weekend. Got quite a few good ones, some ones that actually I've wanted for a while just to give a watch, and a few that I'm not too familiar with, so we'll just go through them and I'll show you everything that I picked up. First off, I think this was in the Marie Curie. It's all mixed through, but I'll try and remember where I got them from. I got this because of the cast, because it's a decent cast. It's based on a play by Oscar Wilde, and it's a film called A Good Woman. As you can see, it stars Helen Hunt, Scarlett Johansson and Tom Wilkinson. You've also got Stephen Campbell Moore in this one as well. Those are the only names that I recognise. It's a film set on the Amalfi coastline in the 1930s. It's like a romantic comedy. So I thought, yeah, that ticks quite a few boxes for me. So I thought that one could be quite good. Next up, I went into one charity shop, and I can't remember how. I think they were all like, I think they were £1 each. And these films I have no expectations for. I don't think they're going to be any good. But for £1, considering they're not that old, most of these, I thought I'd pick them up. And those are some just Bruce Willis direct-to-DVD films that he did sort of towards the end of his career. This one I've not heard terrible things about, but I've still not heard it's very great. It's called Midnight in the Switchgrass, which obviously stars Bruce Willis, Megan Fox and Emile Hirsch. I think they play two police detectives that go to Florida, FBI agents, sorry. And they got a catch this serial killer, I think. Yeah, I don't have, like I said, any expectations for this whatsoever, but for £1 I thought I'd give that one a go. I'll come back to that one. Next up we have Frequency, one that I've heard people talk about for quite a while, and one that I've just wanted to get. I've almost got the American import quite a few times now, but I decided for £1 in Oxfam, I want to say this was from. I thought might as well get this one as well. So it's like sort of a, not a time travel film, but it's about a man that's trying to, he can talk to his dad who passed away many years ago on the radio, and he's trying to like sort of save him basically. So yeah, from the director of Primal Fear, you got Dennis Quaid, Jim Caviezel. Yeah, that one could be quite good. Andre Braugher's in this as well, Noah Emmerich. Yeah, might be a good one, that. Frequency. We then have a Kevin Bacon film called Stir of Echoes, which is perfect for this time of year. I think it's like a supernatural, psychological sort of horror type film. But yeah, I had heard of it in the past, but not one that I'd ever watched, so I thought I'd pick it up. Stir of Echoes. Another one that I've wanted to watch for a while, so I just bit the bullet and picked it up. And that's Arlington Road with Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins. I know there's a Blu-ray for this, but this was $125, so I thought I'd pick the DVD up because it's one that I wanted to watch for a while. It's a psychological thriller that also stars Joan Cusack, Hope Davis as well. So yeah, let me know if that was any good if you've seen it. Next up, I picked this up more than anything to please Stuart, because he's been going on about how great this film is, and the fact that it's one of the best films of the last sort of like century, since, well, not century, of this century, should I say, 25 years. But it's just never really done anything for me. I've never been interested in this one at all. But again, 125, I thought I'd pick it up. I've got it then. I'm a step closer to watching it. I could watch it. I might never want to watch it again, but at least I can tell Stuart that I've watched it. And that's The Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson, Jim Caviezel again. Yeah, Stuart loves this film. Was using the word masterpiece, which started a debate in the group chat, but I might like it more than I think I will, but yeah, I'll give it a go at some point. Getting ready for Christmas, I thought I would give this one a pick up because the Blu-ray I think is pretty out of print, and it's a version of this film I've not yet seen, and that's A Christmas Carol with George C. Scott, David Warner, Susanna York, from 1984. So I will give this one a go this Christmas and see what this version's like. Now, I would be remiss if I did not mention the devastating news that we got earlier in the week that I will also be talking about on the stream tonight. The passing of one of my favourite actors of all time, Robert Redford. It seriously hit me for six. When you have people like that have such a big impact on your love for film, and they kind of go away for a while, like, because he obviously retired quite a few years, like 6 years ago now was his last film. You kind of just you put it out of your mind, like, because they're not present. You just think, oh, they're still around, and then when you get the news that they've passed, it sort of hits you. Another one like that for me was Sean Connery as well. His death hit me quite hard, and that's of course Robert Redford. And I didn't have this in the collection. It's not got a Blu-ray, so of course I was going to pick it up for £1, because I do enjoy this film. We did talk about it on the stream last week, which was funny because obviously that was last Monday, and then what happens? He passes away the following day. But really good Ivan Reitman comedy from 1986 with Daryl Hannah and why am I blanking on her name? Deborah Winger, of course. Another legend that's passed away recently, Terence Stamp in this one. Another legend that's no longer with us, Brian Dennehy. You know, some great people in this film. And yeah, I just remember really enjoying it. So for £1, of course, I had to pick that one up. Then we have a film with Michael Douglas and Melanie Griffith called Shining Through. I love Michael Douglas, but the main reason I picked this up, yes, it's got my guy Liam Neeson in it. Sort of plays the villain of the piece, as they would say. John Gielgud's in this one as well. Jolie Richardson. So yeah, it's a wartime set thriller, based on a novel filled with romance, suspense, and danger. So yeah, that's Shining Through. Another one of the Bruce straight-to-DVD films. This one stars Kevin Dillon, and it's called Wire Room. Again, it was £1. I expect absolutely nothing from this film, but I will give it a go at some point, see what it's like. It could be like a popcorn flick that's just not great, but a turn your brain off sort of passable watch. As with Midnight in the Switchgrass, I don't expect him to be in this very much, because I know later on in his career he really just popped up here and there. Like, he wasn't in the film for very long, didn't have a lot of dialogue. It was quite sad, but yeah, that's Wire Room. Now this one was interesting because I'd never heard of it before, but it's a very interesting story based on a true story. It's got Jared Leto and Lindsay Lohan, and it's a film called Chapter 27. And it's basically about the guy that killed John Lennon, Mark Chapman, and sort of his mental decline, which led to him killing him, shooting him on the steps of his apartment building. So yeah, I just thought that's a very interesting story from time that I don't really know much about. Jared Leto's hit or miss for me. He can be really good, or he can be just the worst thing in a film. So I don't know where I'm going to fall on this film. Like I said, I'd never heard of it before, but I thought I have to give it a go, see what it's like. So yeah, that's chapter 27. Next up, we have a film, again, it's on Blu-ray, but for £1, I pick up the DVD because I wanted to watch it. Pete Postlethwaite, Tara Fitzgerald, Ewan McGregor, and someone else's name is covered up. Jim Carter, Melanie Hill, Philip Jackson, Sue Johnston, Stephen Tompkins. Really good cast, really good British cast. Brassed off. Set in the 90s, about miners who facing uncertainty, and it's about a marching band. Yeah, British film from the 90s. Definitely will be giving that one a go. Then we have one that I know Roy's mentioned a few times, saying it's really good and probably his favourite Tilda Swinton performance. And I'm not a massive Tilda Swinton fan, but this film does look interesting, and it's called Young Adam, and it stars Ewan McGregor, Tilda Swinton, Peter Mullen, and Emily Mortimer. A film by David Mackenzie, who's a pretty solid director in my opinion. It's like do they call them psychosexual thriller, sort of, that sort of thing, I think. But yeah, again, one that I've not seen, but definitely looking forward to giving a go. We then have another Michael Douglas film here, and that's called Wonder Boys. You've also got Tobey Maguire, Frances McDormand, Katie Holmes, and Robert Downey Jr., so a stacked cast. I believe it's like a black comedy, and Michael Douglas plays a college professor, and he's an award-winning novelist as well. And it's sort of, lots of things are going wrong for him in his life. Yeah, so it looks like my sort of film, right up my street. £2, but I suppose even ordering it online, you probably wouldn't get it much different than that. So yeah, that's Wonder Boys. Show these together, that's why I wasn't showing it. I picked up both of the Father of the Bride films. Shockingly, I really like Steve Martin, but I've never seen either of these films. I've only seen the Andy Garcia remake of the remake, because this is the remake of the Spencer Tracy film from the 50s. But I know I will have a lot of fun with both of these films. I mean, Diane Keaton, Martin Short, who else is in these ones? Kieran Culkin, must have been young in these. Yeah, it doesn't say anyone else. But yeah, both films that I know that I will enjoy. We then have Death in Venice, which is another Luchino Visconti film. Not that long ago I picked up The Damned, which also stars Dirk Bogarde. Never heard of Luchino Visconti before, but I'm guessing he's quite a renowned Italian director. I'm guessing he's Italian. And this one just piqued my interest. It looked like it could be quite interesting. I'm not too sure what it's about. You know, it's got, as I said, it's got Dirk Bogarde in it. Bjorn Anderson, who's part of ABBA, isn't he? I think. Mark Burns. Yeah, so if you've seen this, let me know if it's any good. Next up, another Ewan McGregor film, Danny Boyle film. When they're together, they're great. And one that I've wanted to watch this for the longest time, so I'm so glad that I found it in a charity shop. It's called A Life Less Ordinary. It's also got Cameron Diaz, Holly Hunter, Delroy Lindo, and Ian Holm. Just looks like my sort of film. It's like a black comedy romantic sort of film, I think. But yeah, with that cast, you've got Dan Hedaya in there. I love Dan Hedaya. Ian McNeice, Tony Shalhoub, Stanley Tucci. Just a really great cast. As I said, Danny Boyle directs this one. It's only 99 minutes, so yeah, but I will definitely be giving that one a go soon. We then have a film which I've never heard of. I picked up for the lead in this because I do like the lead actor in this. It's called Foreplay. It could be a really crap, cheap film, but Colin Firth I do really like. Mariel Hemingway you've got in here. Stephen Fry, Jack D. yeah, I don't know if this is any good, but I saw it for £1 and I thought, yeah, why not? It was one of the first pickups, to be honest. Oh, this is another one I've wanted to watch for a long time. So yeah, again, £2, but worth it because it's one that's been on my list to watch for a while with two absolutely dynamite leads. It's a film called The Human Stain with Anthony Hopkins and Nicole Kidman. It's a thriller of sorts, directed by Robert Benton, who directed Kramer vs. Kramer. You also got Gary Sinise and Ed Harris in this one as well. And like I said, it's a thriller about secrets and stuff set in the snow. My favourite kind of setting for one of my favourite genres of film. So yeah, of course, definitely be one that I will watch soon. Again, I paid £2 for this because it just looks right up my street. I know he's probably not the best actor, but I'm just interested to see what it's like. It's John Bon Jovi in the Leading Man. Yeah, The Leading Man. Which also has Thandie Newton, Patricia Hodge, Diana Quick, Harriet Walter, and the great David Warner, and Barry Humphries. Didn't even read that. So yeah, really weird, odd cast of characters, but I thought it could be an interesting watch for sure. That's The Leading Man. Next up, another Woody Allen film. I've been getting quite a few Woody Allen films recently, and this was 150, this one. Great cast: Woody Allen, Blythe Danner, Judy Davis, Mia Farrow, Juliette Lewis, Liam Neeson. Again, another reason to pick it up. And the great Sidney Pollack in Husbands and Wives. Another sort of comedy that he's done. I'm just really interested to see Liam Neeson in a Woody Allen film. Yeah, have you seen that one? Is it any good? Next up, we have a film which I got because it's got my favourite actor in it, and that's obviously Jake Gyllenhaal. Lovely and amazing. I don't know how big a role he has in this, but I know he is in it. We've also got Catherine Keener, Brenda Blethyn, who I love, and Emily Mortimer popping up again. Who else is in it? Clark Gregg, Michael Nuri, and Dermot Mulroney. Yeah, comedy drama, I think, from the looks of things. So, anyone seen that one? Lovely and amazing. The last two DVDs and the last two of the Bruce direct-to-DVD films. This was actually one of the first direct-to-DVD films I think he did. This is what, 2008, I think this came out? Something like that. It's called The Assassination, or I think in America it's The Assassination of a High School President. You got Misha Barton in this as well. Just seeing if there's anyone else I know in this. Michael Rappaport. Yeah, don't know if it's any good. Have to let me know your thoughts on that one if you've seen it. The last DVD that I've got is one that I think I may have seen before. Decent cast, but again, straight to DVD stuff. It's Marauders with Bruce. We've got Christopher Maloney, Dave Bautista, and Adrian Grenier, however you want to say his bloody name. Bank heist about bank robbers and FBI agents and all sorts of things. Yeah, is that one any good? Let me know. Then I'll show you the very kind gift that my good friend James over at Movie Man sent me. Sorry it's taken me a while to show this on a video, James. It's just I haven't really had anything else to show until now that was worth it. But James, when he sent me Roadhouse, he also messaged to ask me if I'd be interested in this. And it's a film that I've wanted to check out for a while. And what better time than this time of year? I'm watching a lot of horror films now. So another perfect one to add to the collection, and that is the remake of The Ring with Naomi Watts, the Gore Verbinski one. Now, I'll have to wait until I've got the TV to myself downstairs, because that's where my Region 3 Blu-ray player is, and this is Region A locked. So I'll give it a go. That's pretty much right in the middle of October, so it's a pretty good time as well to give this one a watch. So yeah, that's The Ring. Thank you very much for sending that to me, James. And then I'll show you the two Blu-rays I picked up from the charity shops. This one, I've never been a massive fan of this film, but it's one that I just feel obligated to have in the collection because it's just one of those films. And that's The Breakfast Club. I picked it up for £2.50. Just the old Blu-ray release. I just feel a bit obligated to have this in my collection because it's just one of the classic 80s films that people that grew up in the 80s adore. I've seen it once and I just didn't connect with any of the characters or what was going on in their lives at all, which is why it's taken me so long to pick it up. I'll give it another watch, see what it's like. If not, I might just pass this on. You know, I know some people love this, but I just don't know. It's got a 12-part documentary on this Blu-ray as well, so that could be interesting to watch if I do get on with the film on a second watch. So yeah, that's The Breakfast Club. And this one, £4.50, which basically equates to just over £1 per film, because this is a Blu-ray box set, which I don't really see much out and about. And these are films that I grew up with. I've got the Shrek films, all 4 of them. I've got 4 of these. I've not got the 5th one, although the 5th one wasn't great, and they've got a 6th one on the way. And those are the Ice Age films. So this is Ice Age 1, Ice Age 2 The Meltdown, Ice Age 3 Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ice Age 4 Continental Drift, and the Christmas special they did, Ice Age A Mammoth Christmas, which was all about Scrat and his acorn. So yeah, I love these films. I believe the first one is out of print now, but the others are fairly easy to get. But I just thought, I saw it in the British Heart Foundation for £4.50. I thought I'd just pick it up, give it a put it in the collection, you know. And then I've got the Ice Age films, because I love to have these like sort of childhood films that I've watched in the collection. I need to get the Madagascar films as well. Those are ones that I've been after for a while. So yeah, that's Ice Age The Mammoth Collection. And then on to all of the Amazon gift voucher sort of things that I picked up. So obviously one was the Amateur from, not last month, July's voucher that I got. And then I also picked up with that voucher 2 biopics, 2 British films that I've just wanted to watch for a while. First one being Mr. Burton, Toby Jones, Harry Lawty and Leslie Manville, all about Richard Burton. Sorry, I don't know why I blanked on his name then. Growing up in Port Talbot in the 40s, and sort of his mentor, who's played by Philip Burton, Toby Jones, who plays Philip Burton. Let me get my words out. I'm guessing that's where he took his name from, because his name is actually Richard Jenkins. Of course, there's another actor called Richard Jenkins out there now. But yeah, just, I love Toby Jones. I love a biopic, like a British film, so can't go wrong there. Mr. Burton, haven't seen it yet though. Along the same lines, based on a true story, it's a British film, and that's The Penguin Lessons with Steve Coogan and Jonathan Pryce, about an Englishman that adopts a penguin during a bad time in Argentina. I think it's set in the 70s. So yeah, of course I've got to give this one a watch. I know I'll enjoy this one as well, because I do enjoy these sorts of films. So that's The Penguin Lessons. And then from last month's vouchers, one of them isn't here because I watched it, and that was Drop, which you've already seen. And the other ones were The Woman in the Yard, which I've not heard great things about, but it was £10, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go, see what I think of it. Might not be great, but I didn't pay anything for it. We also have another horror film, which I've heard is fairly entertaining. Jim said this is pretty entertaining, so I'll probably watch this one fairly soon, and that's Until Dawn, which I just missed at the cinema. For someone that doesn't like jump scares, I do watch a lot of horror films at the cinema, go figure. But yeah, I just love some of the atmosphere in horror films. But yeah, who's in this one? Michael Cimino, who I know his name, don't really know him. Odessa Zion, she's Pamela Adlon's daughter. I've seen her in a few things. Maya Mitchell, I know of her. And Peter Stormare, who's always great. David F. Sandberg, who everyone will tell you is a shit director. I think he's a reliable director. He doesn't make garbage films. He doesn't make the best horror films out there. He is like a director you just hire to make things and make them entertaining. I enjoy all of his films that he's done. Even the second Shazam I have fun with. So yeah, that's Until Dawn. And the last one, which again I missed at the cinema. I think this had gone down to £10, so I thought, yeah, I'll pick that up with a voucher. And that's Minecraft. I mean, it's more aimed towards kids, but it's Jack Black, and I love Jack Black. Jennifer Coolidge as well. Jason Momoa. Can't go wrong there. I think I will probably enjoy this one quite a bit. So yeah, that's, or Minecraft movie, Minecraft, whatever you want to call it. So that's it. I'm going to have to stop pretty quickly now because it's going to cut me off otherwise. So let me know if you've got any of those down below in the comment section below and all your thoughts on them. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment. Sorry, I'm trying to rush it because I've got 20 seconds left on the clock. Drop by the live stream tonight at 7. Me, Jim, Kenny and Pete, and we will be doing a quiz, although this will probably be up after. But that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.